Hello and welcome back to Samo Diecast. My name is Ron, and today we got a little project we're going to do for Big Charlie over at Big Charlie's Model Garage. He sent me this Bad News by Johnny Lightning. It's a custom 1960 Chevy panel, and back when I was a kid I built this model and loved it. And so when he asked me if I could redo this, I jumped on the chance. So we're going to blow this thing apart, look at the pieces and parts, and see what we can do to change it up. So everybody, stick around. Well, all right, we got our little Johnny Lightning Bad News all blown apart. I still love the styling on this thing, all the way back to the model kit I built when I was a kid. Still a beautiful casting. I absolutely love the 60 model. Even with the custom touches on this, the 60 Chevy was a beautiful, beautiful refining of the 59, which is classic. But I actually owned a 60 Bel Air 2-door hardtop. That was a beautiful car. Loved it. I don't really know why I sold it, but I did. Anyway, this had one post. I drilled and tapped for a 172 screw, and I agree it probably could use a better paint color and maybe not any tampos. A beautiful orange window unit, and yeah. I don't know why it had to be orange, but that's okay. We'll figure a way to work with that. And not much of an interior, 2 buckets, but at least you do have a steering wheel and the hint of a dash and a floor shift. And the rear bed is beautifully chromed. Looks like it got a couple of NOS cylinders in the back. And interestingly, a spare tire. Odd. But that's all right. Johnny Lightning. And a metal base. No detail at all, really. Just hints here and there. And I'm not going to change the wheels. I'm going to go ahead and leave the wheels on. They're very classic Johnny Lightning, and this thing they're in great shape. So we're going to leave the wheels alone. Probably mask them off and paint the base. Maybe. Anyway, that's all the pieces and parts, so let's go ahead and get that casting stripped and get the chrome off that bed, and we'll get this build going. So everybody, please stay tuned. Well, before we get to the reveal, here is a quick look back at where we started. This is a Johnny Lightning Bad News, a custom 1960 Chevy panel, which I believe was designed by Tom Daniel, if I'm remembering correctly. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the reveal and see what we have, how it came out. So everybody, please stay tuned. Well, all right, we have our completed Johnny Lightning Bad News all finished up. A highly stylized and customized 1960 Chevrolet panel. I remember, I think I mentioned this in the intro, I remember building this kit when I was a kid and absolutely fell in love with 1960 Chevys about that time. I owned a 62-door hardtop. That was a beautiful little car. It was all white and blue interior. And a nice little rubber rake on it. Fender skirts, twin antennas on the back. It was cool. I missed that car immensely. Anyway, this was sent to me by Big Charlie over at Big Charlie's Model Garage. And he told me he just wanted it to have a better paint job, basically. So we tore this one down and cleaned the body a little bit, took the flashing off where we could, and then painted it in the metal cast red, which I love a red car. And it'd be boring, but I would paint all of mine red if I could. But anyway, we kept the wheels because I like the wheels on this one. And did a little chrome detailing on the front, headlights, taillights, around the windows, and instead of keeping that big orange glass there in the back, I painted that to match as well. But it came out looking great. The interior's all done in black. You can't really see any of the detail in there, but I did detail out the dash and the steering wheel and the two NOS bottles in the back, and a little bit of detailing around the spare tire in the back. Also re-chromed the headers, even though you can only see the ends of them, but they're done. Well, I hope you like this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're not currently a subscriber, I hope you will. And when you subscribe, please ring the bell so you'll be notified of future builds when they're available, and share with your friends. Well, I hope Big Charlie likes this as much as I do. This is one that I would be proud to have in my collection, just as going back to its home at Big Charlie. Well, thank you all again for watching, and I will see you in the next.